Hi, folks. I just thought I'd come on after I did my short and let's get into the news a little bit today. So many questions. I just got so many questions about why all this is going on. Anyway, we're going to start with Deer Park, Texas. Okay. And I'm going to read it to you. 2 people are dead and dozens of others are injured after a chemical release at Pemex oil refinery in Deer Park, Texas, which is within Houston. Officials say the incident happened Thursday at Pemex oil refinery in Deer Park, Texas, which is within Houston. Deer Park Police Departments said they were notified at 5:23 p.m. of a chemical leak involving hydrogen sulfide. The Channel Industries Mutual Aid, a Houston-based nonprofit that organizes response to crisis, was activated and responded to the scene. The Harris County Sheriff's Office said a total of 35 Pemex employees were triaged in the incident. A shelter-in-place order was issued for about 2.5 hours from 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Due to this, it said, I already said 2 dead and dozens injured. Okay. Update earlier this morning. An explosive ordnance robot was deployed to get a sample of the suspected explosives found in the box at CMC Recycling on Thursday afternoon. The sample tested positive for ammonium nitrate, as confirmed by the lab scientists at Quantico, which is consistent with dynamite. Currently, bomb squad technicians are actively working to remove the dynamite from the box and safely dispose of it. In order to dispose of dynamite, technicians will methodically remove it from the box, douse the dynamite with diesel fuel, and then burn it. Those efforts are being supported by the Knox County Sheriff's Office and the Metro Nashville Police Department Bob squads, including advanced MNPD robot equipment. It was initially reported that the box contained around 200 sticks of dynamite. Technicians have not yet verified how many pieces of dynamite are actually in the box. There is no evidence to suggest that the box was left on the site maliciously or with criminal intent. CMC Recycling is a metal recycling facility that purchases material to be salvaged. The box was locked and unmarked, was on the site for at least several days. On Thursday, CMC Recycling was using a torch to salvage the box when they unintentionally set the box on fire and discovered the dynamite. The box is no longer smoldering or emitting smoke. The evacuation zone will remain in place until the bomb squad technicians have completely disposed of all of the contents of the box and deemed it safe to return to the area. That work is expected to continue into tonight and potentially into tomorrow morning. That's quite alarming. And then we go on to Hurricane Milton. Now, everybody thought, okay, that storm's left Florida, right? Well, apparently we're not done with the flooding. And it makes sense. I mean, once you hear it, it makes sense. Hillsborough County faces further flood warnings in the wake of Hurricane Milton. Hang on a second. Trying to open a link here and it doesn't want to. Does not want to cooperate with me. Okay, so I picked up on that, and also in Pasco County, Hurricane Milton, Florida Live, and this is from JLR Investigates. So I'm going to let you listen to this. Maybe.
Your free emergency pizza is waiting. Just place an order online to earn one. Only
well, they're going to talk about pizza first.
The industrial grade products you need. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Gotta love commercials.
Breaking news, everyone. JLR Investigates, boots on the ground. Breaking news. We got a developing situation in Pasco County, Florida. This is the aftermath of Hurricane Milton. And this is 54 and Rowan. And all the way up to Little Road is completely underwater. They put out major alerts and emergencies in the Pasco County saying imminent flooding in this area, and they have the roads blocked off. And I don't know if there's a Anclote River, if this is the Anclote River that's doing it, or other creeks and tributaries. And they got a large National Guard presence over there at the Bell's store there, and this is empty. This is a major thoroughfare in the middle of Pasco County that goes from west to east. This takes you to 75, and also the Veterans the toll highway, probably about a few miles that way past Little Road. But this is completely empty out here. No traffic out here at all. They blocked it off. But let me take you up here and show you this flood water that's crossing over. Now, this is 2 days after Hurricane Milton passes through. And we have floodwaters that are coming up from the creeks. So I'm assuming this could be coming from central Florida, working their way to the creeks, which then closes off all the roads in the area here. Pasco County Sheriff's put out an alert probably about an hour ago talking about the rising water. And you can see it is rising here, and it's flowing from, it looks like it's flowing east to west. In the distance, there's more flooding, and this is the situation that's going on here. Good afternoon, everyone. So I want to take you over here a minute onto.
Okay, I'm gonna, if you want to go see the rest of that, that's JLR Investigates. And not trying to steal his content. I just wanted to get the location correct and give you receipts on what I'm saying. Okay. Here is such an interesting story. This is out of Chicago. And this is from NBC, their news station. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson told reporters this week that everything is on the table, including a potential layoff of city workers, which Johnson says he hopes to avoid as the city grapples with how to address a nearly billion dollar budget shortfall. But invoices and receipts uncovered by NBC5 are raising questions about why, during a time of financial crisis, did the city spend more than $80,000? Yes, you heard that right. Redecorating and renovating an office in the Chicago Cultural Center for First Lady Stacey Johnson, his wife. $80,000 for an office? Listen. The invoices and receipts obtained by NBC5 investigates through a series of Freedom of Information Act requests show that work order requests began in February and continued through August of this year to renovate and redecorate room 306 in the Chicago Cultural Center. An invoice from the city's Fleet and Facility Management Department, known as 2FM, show the Johnson administration used city-paid electricians, carpenters, and painters to do most of the work, accruing more than 350 hours of labor at a cost of more than $25,000. One invoice shows the city was billed more than $43,000 for furniture, including a $2,200 high-back executive chair. Well, I need one of those. And a $4,400 desk that's referenced on the invoice as the First Lady's desk. So special. Another $4,600 is listed for what appears to be the desk for a staffer. The same invoice shows more than $8,300 was spent on 2 club chairs. The date of the invoice was August 13th with a due date of September the 12th. When asked to define the First Lady Johnson's role in the administration and how the city justifies spending $80,000 during a fiscally challenging time, Mayor Johnson said, "So the Cultural Center has always been a location for dignitaries. Every First Lady has had office space there. Renovations for my office or any other office is standard procedure. Our commitment to invest in people is still to invest in people." Which people? Is he talking about the thousands and thousands of immigrants? Is that what he's talking about? Because he's certainly not using it on the south side of the city or the west side of the city. Now, you could go on YouTube and you could listen to all the citizens talking. They are irate. They're done. Their park buildings have been taken over by immigrants, taken away from their children. The housing, there was Section 8 housing that people were told they were evicted out of there and said they were going to close the building. Well, they didn't close the building. They filled it with immigrants. There's all kinds of stories out there. And I'm going to tell you right now, when you hear these people, because I listen in, that's where I'm from years ago. I listen in on the city hall meetings and I see the citizens coming into city hall to make their comments. And I don't know how Johnson can stand at the podium and have these people screaming at him, and he is totally emotionless. Totally. Like, he's like this. Not literally, but it's almost like he could be that emotionless if his ears are plugged. Because he never says a word. And it's person after person after person. And when you're $1 billion in the hole financially, because all that money went toward the immigrants and taken away from the taxpayers, and the taxpayers are doing without, but your wife can spend $80,000 on office space for herself. I'm so glad I left that county. I am really glad I left that county. Unfortunately, I got family in that county. Their taxes are skyrocketing because of this guy. It's just unbelievable. Everybody's making the comment, and it's on YouTube. You could go on NBC News. You could go on Fox 32. You see it there too. I'm giving you references. And one reporter made the remark, you know, people thought Lightfoot was bad. No, that was bad. Yes, she was bad. Johnson, first of all, I have to ask, what qualifications did he have to become mayor of a major city, the third largest city in the country? What qualification? He was a school teacher. Can you please explain to me, what the hell kind of teacher was he? If this is the way he thinks he's qualified to run the city of Chicago and meet the needs of the very people that are paying your salary with their taxes, it's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And first of all, let me remind you, before anybody from another area, state, whatever, says, well, you people made it a sanctuary city. No, the citizens did not vote on that. It was chosen for them. And they were told, oh, we're going to be a sanctuary city. And under their breath, they said, like it or not. And this is what they get: a deficit of $1 billion. You might as well say $1,080,000, because that's tacked onto the billion now too, for his wife's office. What the hell kind of a desk costs $4,400? And then the assistant gets a $4,600 desk? Yeah, I'm focusing on this a little too much. It hits home with me. I'm no longer in Chicago. In fact, I'm 200 miles away from Chicago. Good thing. Good thing. But I'm still in the state. But anyway, I wanted to bring you up on that news. And Tennessee, oh my God, when I heard Knoxville, Tennessee, with that explosives in that scrapyard like that, that just, and then Texas, just all these cities, we got to start connecting the dots. You know, what is it about all these cities? And let's do some homework and let's find why. There's a why. We got to connect the dots and find out what similarities are in each city. You could exclude my story of Chicago being in that string of dots because I brought in that story of Chicago to show you how irresponsible that mayor is for the city of Chicago, which it really is a beautiful, you know, you that lakefront, and then you look back at the city, it is beautiful. But to safely walk down the street, I don't think I'd do that. I really don't. But anyway, let's try to connect the dots and see. I'm going to be doing my homework. You do yours and throw it in the comments. Let me know what you think. What are the similarities between Texas, Tennessee, Florida, more flooding in Florida? And let's see what we can come up with. All right. I want to thank you for your time. I hope you really enjoy your evening. And I'm going to keep digging. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful night, and I love you. And please hit the subscribe button. Please, please, please. And hit the like. Thanks a lot. See you later.